everybody, welcome back to another video. Today on Car Mechanic Simulator 2021 in the, rebuilding Racing Heritage videos. We just came back from the junkyard. I just disconnected the trailer, put it back, and then I went and picked these two up. The Aston Martin Vantage that we bought and the Honda Civic that I asked you guys in the last video, what should we do with them? But anywho, we're going to put these into parking right now. And then guess what? We're going to go back to the junkyard. That's what we're going to do. So, without further ado, let's hop in the old beater here. I guess it's not really a beater. It's got no miles on it. And let's fire this old girl up. Give her a couple pumps of the gas. Alright, we're about to head to the junkyard, and I'll see you guys when we get there. Here we are at my famous junkyard that I just love to go to. What is this? Is this the Express? No, standard. Small block Chevy. Not bad, you know. About 120 bucks less than what it's worth. Needs a lot of work though. Where's it from? I think it's Austria. Didn't know they had Chevy products over there. Although I'm not sure where they're located around the globe. How's everyone doing today? Hope everyone's having a good afternoon, evening, morning, or good night, wherever you're located around the globe. Alright, let's see now. There's nothing there. Nothing down that alley. Seems pretty slim on picking. Ooh, a Lamborghini. Not the Spedicola. Standard. It does come with a V12 dual overhead cam. And, you're about 400 bucks less than what it's worth. Not bad. How it completes the motor is the question. Actually, it's fairly complete. Fairly. I don't know. I think I got a couple of these in the parking area, so I'm not really going to worry about that too much. Alright, now let's see. Nothing. Nope. Ooh. Me likey. What do we got here? 1996 Arezzo Cortona. It's a standard edition. Hey, it's valued at about $33,000. They're asking $26,000 for it. That's $6,000 off. Give or take. No, $7,000 off. I think we're going to buy this. I think we're even going to put it at the garage. I think we're going to do that after the race cars are done. Alright, let's just take a little gander. Alright, we're on our way back to the shop. Maybe we might hit a barn on the way. I don't know. Probably not. But because we've got a lot of work to do today in a short period of time. So, alright everybody. We'll see you when we get back to the shop. And stick around, will you? Alright, let's close the door, lock it up. I tricked you. You guys thought we were taking that, didn't you? No, we took the old flatbed. I knew I was going to be getting something. And look at the colors on it, eh? Purple and yellow and white. What color is it? It's white. So that's the actual color right there. Interesting. Alright. Turn off the alarm system. Beep, boop, beep, boop, boop. Perfect. Alright, now where we left off yesterday is we stripped the suspension off of this. Completely stripped this right down. Attacked it with the old handy-dandy welder. We went and picked this truck up from Buddy's shop down the street, who painted it for us, which I still have to say, I think it's very nice. We got some of the parts back today from it, so we're able to start putting some of the suspension together on it. So, and then also, before we begin installing parts on that, we're going to repair the parts for this. So, I still have them. They're sitting here. They're shitting pretty. See, we've got a few things here. We're going to start with the starter, the drive shaft, transmission, the radiator, the brake booster and master cylinder, solid rear drive axle, the brake shoe, the wheel cylinder, the backing plate, and we're going to take an inventory of everything we need to purchase for it. So, and in the next episode we will be picking, well, we're actually going to paint these ones ourselves. Alright, knuckle rear B, the fuel pump, which we won't be using. But still, you know, never know when a customer's vehicle is going to pop around and you're going to have to fix it, you know what I mean? You never know, right? Alright, the other wheel cylinder, the solid drive axle, coming up next. Good. Rear wheel hub. Well, not wheel hub, but, you know, the backing plate. Knuckle housing B. The differential. Brake caliper. Now we're on the front goodies. As far as I can tell, this car is fair. Like, the parts came out very good, actually. Like, they're not non-repairable. I can't remember if our steering rack and cross member is any good. Well, there's the steering rack, so that's good news. We can I think we got a couple U-bolts to purchase. Oh, good. The cross member is able to be repaired too. Nice. There we go. Lower control arm, steering knuckle, or spindle. The cross member. Good. The fuse box. The fuse box bay. Oh. Oh. Oh, look at that. We managed to save that piece. Woo. Alright. There's our engine. Let's see here. We need what? No, can't look over there. That's top secret stuff. Alright, we fixed both backing plates. We got both drive axles. We got the differential, the leaf springs, both leaf spring plates. As far as I can see, we need 3 leaf spring or U-bolts. We'll switch to the front. We need the inner and outer tie rods, sway bar end lengths, front shock coil assemblies. And bushings. I mean, that's not bad, really, if you think about it. Fixed the cross member, both steering knuckles. We've got both lower control arms, both upper control arms, both backing plates or dust covers. We've got both wheel hubs, brake calipers and brake cylinders. We've got the differential, both axle knuckle housing Bs, both drive axles, both leaf springs, both leaf spring plates. We fixed the brakes on the rear, minus the drums. Okay. Alright, I think I got a pretty good gist of what we need here. I think we do. Alright, we need 2 of those. Hey, wait, did we fix the front axles? Yes, we did. Okay, the front axle covers, I mean. Alright, we need 2 of these. Slide on over here to the front shuckles of a cup. And then we need 2 inners, 2 outies, 3 U-bolts, front sway bar B, 12 rubber bushings. And the reason why I'm waiting until tomorrow to assemble this is because, well, we gotta wait for them to show up. We got both of those. Oh, we need the shocks. We need the shocks. And we need sway bar and link Bs. We need 2 wheel bearing. And we need 2 hubcaps. Yep, that's what it says. And we need 2 drums, 2 breaker pads. I'm going to slide down here. We're going to switch over into this mode. And I think we're just going to put, well, no, you know, let's go a little bit more of a racy style for it. I'm not going to go carbon ceramic on it, because it isn't going to create that much power. I mean, it probably could, but I'm just not going to. Alright, perfect. So we've got to wait for those parts to show up. And then we can bring all the parts that we have for this, that we currently have. Oh wait, we even got body panels to fix too. Oh no, I forgot. Got the front right fender, the front right door, the trunk, which actually we put these on the car right now, and then the left door. So that's pretty sweet. make it a little bit more complete-ish, help us determine what exact parts we need for it. And we got the trunk. And then we got the front left door. So, we do have a hood for it. Actually, we got a couple of them. That's the one that came off the car, I believe. Maybe not. The color looks a little bit different. But that's fine. I'll order parts for it and such later. But, now let's start on this, shall we? Alright, first things first, let's put the differential in. Dang, I got a bunch of them kicking around. Yeah, this one's going to be a little bit different. She's going to be a little bit different, you know what I mean? Alright, now the U-bolts. And she's going to be, like I was saying, she's going to be a little bit different. You know, a little bit different than what I normally build. It's going to look good, though. I can already tell right now it's going to look good. Alright, let's put the shock on for the driver's side or passenger side rear. There we go. Now let's put the knuckle housing C on. Actually, why do I have 4 of them? Huh. I don't know. Why the heck do I got all these? Holy crap. I didn't need to buy any. Oh, wait, no, that's right. Oh, hey, ooh, hey, yo. My bad. Alright, well, she's going to be a tow pig. So, let's get 4 of these ones. Beep. Next day. Next day delivery, which we already have. Speedy. Kind of hoping not having to do that, but whatever. You know, it is what it is, right? Are you guys ready for this wheel? Now, these wheels have to go on specific sides. They can't just throw them on. And you'll see why. Now, you see how they're directional? When you look at it, you see how they're directional? Like they all just... Right? Well, if you were to put this one on the other side, it would actually be backwards. It would have these points going... You know what I mean? And we don't want that. We don't want that. That's no good. Alright, now we're going to slide on over here to the top driver's side. Let's put on the left spring. Put on the rear little bushing. There we go. Swing around here. Let's put on the front little bushing. I was going to say bigger bushing, but it's little. Just a little guy. Let's put on the shock. And now we're going to put on the leaf spring plate. Good. Now the U-bolts. Perfect. So I think maybe we should have built this before we assembled or rebuilt the parts for the car over there. Alright, so drive axle, there we go. The rotor, good. The brake pad, good. The caliper, excellente. Alright, now you're going to see what I mean. Now, you see? See how it's pointed that direction? Right? Now, if you come and look on this side, it's the exact same. You see what I mean? It's running the different direction. Or the same direction, but yeah. And if we were to look at our inventory, you look here, rim 11A, rim 12A. Now, I got these in order for the vehicle the side of the vehicle they need to be on. So then I don't get confused because Lord knows I get confused very easily. Alright, I'm going to put in the bigger bushings. Good. And we got one on that side. And we got another one on that side. Right? Come on, get. There we go. Whew. Almost lost my cool there for a minute. Let's put on the differential for the front. The steering rack. I've got a few of them by the looks of it. The sway bar B. We've got a couple of them. I wouldn't know why that is, but you know, you guys understand. Alright, now we're going to put on the upper control arm, since this thing is literally being held with Bluetooth there. Good. The lower control arm. Good. With the bigger bushings. Let's put on the front shock coil assembly. Good. Now the sway bar and link bay. Good. Now the backing plate. Front axle knuckle axle cover, whatever it is. Front wheel hub. The wheel bearing. Good. The axle. Front drive axle A. The disc brake. Good. And now we're going to put on the breaker pad. The caliper cylinder. Good. Now this wheel. Perfect. Yeah. Make sure I wasn't screwing up or nothing. We might have to change the size of that wheel. It's looking like she's really sticking out a little too far. So, when I set it down, take a good hard look at it, and we'll determine whether or not I made a mistake. And like I said before, you know, that happens. You know, it's part of who I am. I make a lot of mistakes, and that's what makes me me. There we go. Now we're going to put on the outer tie rod. Good. The inner tie rod, which is already there. We're going to put on the front sway bar and link B. I don't know where I was going with that one. And now the coil shock assembly. Good. And now we're going to put on the backing plate. Good. Now the wheel hub. Awesome. The wheel bearing. And now the rotor. And now the front drive axle A. Hey, look at that axle, eh? The pad. The caliper. And now the wheel. Perfect. Yeah, that might be just a little bit too big. Yeah. The backs are fine. Alright, let's lower this down. Well, yeah, I don't think the rims need to be out 50 on this. Maybe 30, 35 might be a little bit better. But the tires, I did up the size from, you know, the 275 70/18s for the front and 285 60/20s in the rear. I upped all four of them to 20s for all four corners, but the rears are, actually all four tires are 335 60/20. So a little bit bigger, just a little bit, but that's good for now. That is good. I think it's going to look good when it's done. What y'all think? Let me know in the comments. Tell me what you think. I like to remove these bumper sensors though. My game plan is to have this truck running hopefully in the next episode, and to have all the suspension put back on this car in the next episode. So we're going to be building the motor for this and doing the suspension in this. So that's what the game plan is anyway. Alright everybody, this is going to be another short video here. I don't want to make them too long, because it doesn't look like you guys really watch all the videos anyway, like the whole length videos. So I figured I'd do something shorter and see if you guys like it better. It seems currently that you guys do. So anywho, alright everybody, if you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button. Everybody who's watching, hit that like button, and we will catch you on the next one. Bye everyone.